but it will avoid completely the major contradictions and problems in the official story. They hope at the end of it the public will be satisfied, and the public probably will be. So given that there's never going to be a real investigation determined to actually find rather than hide the truth, what can we do ourselves to uncover the facts? First, demand that the police release the evidence they say they've got. How? File a Freedom of Information request for the CCTV footage that they claim to have but have never released, and for the vast archive of CCTV images that they've never mentioned but must exist if the men took the journey we've been told they did. There is absolutely no reason for us not to see this CCTV footage, other than it not actually existing. Secondly, write to whatever mainstream media you read or watch and ask them why they have not addressed the verifiable mistruth that they have themselves put out about the attacks, why they have not questioned the obvious discrepancies in the narrative or the contradictions in the police's presentations of the facts, and why they appear to be actively supporting the police and the government over the British public in suppressing information whilst releasing disinformation. And thirdly, write to your Member of Parliament. Ask him if he has read the official narrative and what his views are on the obvious contradictions it contains. Then ask him, as your elected representative, to demand answers from Parliament concerning this attack on the British people. If the official story is right, if the narrative describes the events the way they actually happened, then there is no justification for the police refusing your requests. There is no reason the media would not be properly investigating the details of the official narrative, and there is no reason for your MP to be anything other than open and helpful. But at best their response to you will be polite disinterest. That's if you get a response. And the information requested, the evidence crucial for any of us to make an informed judgment about what happened that day, will not be forthcoming. Don't believe us? Try it. Ask yourself this. If 7/7 happened the way they say it did, why would there be any discrepancies? Why would there be any uncertainty about the movements of these men? Why would there be any contradictions, confusions or inconsistencies in the official story? There wouldn't be. On the contrary, there would be copious amounts of CCTV footage of the four men on every step of their journey. There would be numerous eyewitnesses among the victims. There would be no confusion about which train from Luton the men got on, the nature of the explosives, or the times of the explosions. If the official story describes what actually occurred, there would be nothing to doubt.
If London could survive the Blitz, it can survive four miserable bombers like this. Not saying there are four bombers, not saying there are four bombers, not saying there are four bombers, four miserable events like this.
A rational person reviewing the evidence presented can come to only one conclusion. We are being deceived. The nature of the deception may be uncertain, but its existence is undeniable. If changes are going to be made to our way of life on the basis of what occurred on the 7th of July 2005, and they have been, then we, the British public, are entitled to the full weight of evidence concerning these attacks. The media has an unwritten mandate to present the truth in an unbiased manner, which they have blatantly ignored. And the police, who are our public servants, and the government, who are our elected employees, are, by definition, required to provide it, whether they want to or not. This is an issue that encompasses the very nature of democracy, the basis of government, and the role of the police and the media in our society today. An objective, unbiased analysis of what occurred on the 7th of July 2005 must be made, and a rational debate about how we, as a society, are going to respond to it must be allowed to take place. We owe it to all 56 people who died that day. We owe it to their families, and we owe it to ourselves.